YouTube Tuesday from Barnabas Junction, brought to you in association with the Model Railway YouTube Community Group, MRYCG, connecting the Model Railway community together. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. Just search for MRYCG.
Good evening, everybody. How do's? Welcome. Episode 11 of Series 5 of YouTube Tuesday with me, Jason, here at Barnabas Junction. How are you all? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining me again this week. We have got the all-important draw. I've got everything set up here ready to do that draw. That'll be coming up very, very shortly, so don't go anywhere, because if you have entered, you might be in for a bunch of great prizes up for grabs. A huge thank you for everyone that did join in and get, but not many did. And I can confirm nobody entered for the O gauge prize. So what are we going to do with it? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, we've got all the prize entries all here ready to go in a tub for a good old shaky and to then pick the winner. That'll be coming up very shortly. So in the meantime, the first thing we need to do is this. Yes, a big thank you to all the channel supporting members, and especially the members that have upgraded their memberships recently. A big thank you. I say it's totally voluntary. You don't have to be a channel member. It is free to just subscribe to the channel, so please do subscribe if you are not already done so. So yes, a huge thank you to the channel members listed there. They have been, many of these have now been channel members, and I've seen that Craig did post out just congratulations to himself, saying that he's been a channel member for 16 months now. So huge thank you to everybody, including you, Craig, for being a channel member, helping support this channel in the way that you do to help get these shows out every single week. Thank you very much, Dee. Links to all those channels, people that do support this channel with the channel membership, they are in the description of all videos below. If you want to become a channel member, then please do check out the join button, or if my moderator will be posting in, there will be a link as well. Feel free. It's totally voluntary. You don't have to, but it's really appreciated to help towards bringing these shows to you each and every week. We are on episode 11 of Series 5. Not sure how long Series 5 will go on for. Still absolutely loads to show you on this series yet, but I already have got the planning in place for Series 6. That's how far ahead I'm looking on this. So preparations, and I'll give you a clue if I can find it. Here it is. Here's a little clue of something that will be coming in Series 6. We're going to be using some sculptor mold. Never used this stuff before, so that will be in Series 6. That's how far ahead I am looking at. So that is going to be a particular, for something very particular. I've got to make full preparations for that. But yeah, Series 5 still in here. We've still got plenty of episodes to go before this series comes to an end. As I say, if you want to help support the channel, then please do join. Click the join button and choose a level of membership that you wish to have. So let's have a look at who's in the chat right now. Refresh of the chat for myself. Right, let's have a look. So let's get to the nitty gritty. So good evening to Donegal Dad the Growler. I know I saw Dave Cook in there earlier on, so let's just bring up, because it's now I've refreshed, I've lost all the chat. Let's have a look. Who else have we got in? Tico, Susanna, good evening. Oswestry Road TMD, Morland Road, Model Railway, Andy, Flymo, the Mega Mod, well done. Thanks for joining us. New Dawn Junction, also moderator. Whack the thumbs up, he says, chaps and chapettes. Who else have we got in tonight? Simon, Railway Enthusiast 83, Crossways Point Junction. Good evening to you, Simon. Simon Trains Model Railway Showcase. Good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Who else have we got in that I've not yet mentioned? Arthur Humphreys, Leslie Gilpin, pair of you. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Who else? Timber Surf. Good evening. Oh, there's the wife as well. I'm sure you'll be all enjoying having a chat with the wife. She's chilling out downstairs after doing a bit of spotted decorating today. 2AB. So ADBTY, I don't know how that's pronounced, but hello to you. Thank you for joining us. Let's have a look. Still loads of you to say hello to. Please do. Today's going to be a little bit different from the usual show. Clive Cabal, good evening to you. Paul Bottrell, good evening to you. Hollybrook Junction, good evening to you. Thank you all for joining us. So a little bit different. Now, we usually have 3 shout-outs throughout the show, but I've already had a chat with Flymo. Today is going to be a shout out for every one of you that are actually in the chat. So moderators today, please, can you post links to everybody's channels that are in the chat tonight, because they deserve a recognition just literally for being here tonight. So a huge thank you for joining me. So off they go. What do you call, what's this now? What do you call a nun in a wheelchair? Virgin Mobile. Craig. So it's a family show. So, yeah, Flint Hills, Model Railway, Jeff Hammond, great to see you here. Your name is in the hat for tonight. So there was, I forgot now actually how many total there are entries into these draws. We've got a selection of N gauge, we've got a selection of double O gauge / HO, and we got the O gauge, but nobody entered for the O gauge. So if there is any O gauge modelers in the chat tonight, and I'll refresh that to comment a little later on again. If you are an O gauge modeler, please put some hands up in the chat, because you could still potentially win this, because this has got to go today. It will be going today. If there is an O gauge modeler out there that is looking to win a prize, so keep an eye out. Who else have we got in? Everyone's saying hello to one another. Very kind of you, Jason, to shout out everyone's channel in the chat. That's very, very welcome. CSX Rensville, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. So, yes, if you're in the chat tonight, you're going to get your channel linked shared by the moderators of the show tonight. So please do check them out. If there is a channel that you might not be subscribed to, please do take a look at that channel. And if it's something you like, please do subscribe to it and give it some thumbs ups on their videos, and interact with that channel as well. By, I don't know, go on their latest video. I can say this every week. Go on the latest video and just say you're subscribing after it being mentioned on tonight's show on the YouTube Tuesday. Like there, Simon Railway Enthusiast 83 saying, CSX, your videos are brilliant. Yeah, they are. Indeed they are. Plenty of others are brilliant too, including Beatenhoff Junction, saying good evening to everybody in there. I thought the puns was making in for a future video was bad today, not going to lie. What I also would like to do, if anybody wants to, a little later on, if we get the time, I will open up the stream for someone to come and join us and have a quick chat on the stream. So, shall we get on with showing you progress that I did last week? From last week, as you know, last week we started Dinmore Junction. Hello, good evening to you. We started work on the security fencing, and I have been working very hard on getting as much of that done for you tonight to have a look at. I can say that I did open the second pack of the chain link fencing, but not for the chain link or anything like that, but purely just for the posts because I needed more. Not sure. Let's have a look. Right, so from the end of the board, just underneath the camera, we did this area up to here with the posts last week. Well, that now goes all the way down to here, and I'll take you for a closer look at that with another foot gate there to take us across the foot crossing, which goes to that shed. But I also done the fence panels underneath here as well, and I'll show you that in a moment. I'll grab the camera and I'll turn it around because it's better instead of showing you from above with the camera. I'll show you face on. I made some changes. It's not quite finished yet, but if you look at the thumbnail of this video, if you've seen the thumbnail to this video today, you'll have seen, and those that are channel members in the channel members group on Facebook, you would have seen some photographs I posted. Yes, I've been putting the chain link meshing, and I tell you what, that's fiddly stuff. I'm just going to grab a small piece of it that I've got over here. Where is it gone? It's that, there it is. It's that fine, this stuff is. And I did do the brown parcel tape method, which worked perfectly. I tried the masking tape, but the masking tape I had was really sticky and residue got left on the meshing. So there's the meshing. That is a piece that's cut ready to size. It's not a very good piece. That's a spare. That's a cut off. So you can see how fine that stuff is. Yeah, that was fun to cut. So what I have done is all this end now, all the meshing is on the here, except on the gates, and a little bit of the meshing on this end. I've got a small area about a foot long left to do, and then put the meshing on the gates themselves, on the gate. So I'm going to grab the camera, spin you around, and we'll let you have a look closer at what I've done. So last week you saw here, that's where we started. Just untangle the camera, sorry. So we started here, and as you can see, the meshing is on. In fact, let me turn that off. Is that better? No, it's better with it on actually. The meshing is now on all the way along. Well, you know, it's different here now. We now have the main gates in. They're done. And I've totally removed all the hedging that was along there, by them buffers, and put the posts in there as well. And as you can see, there's I don't know if you can, there's final bit of meshing just laid down there, waiting to be attached to those posts. Just waiting for those posts, the glue on those posts to dry. Let's give you a view from that angle. So looks better than the hedgerow that was there, and then I can work on this area in time. So all the way along is now in. So the gates, they've not got the mesh on them yet. I'm going to use my cut-offs for that. And then we sneak down the side of there. Let me tilt the camera. Ooh, there we go. So now it goes all the way along. beyond the footbridge. Untangle that. And all the way along here. And I stopped there. And I put a gate in there to keep that as an open area. And I'm thinking about putting these wooden ones around there. I could put more fencing in if I wanted to, but I think a bit of a different, something a bit different. Well, I'll still spray those up in grey probably, but that's where that ends. And that gate there still hasn't got the meshing on it, but all the fencing is done. And you'll see little white specks on the mesh. That's where the glue slightly off. But the fiddly bit was literally just getting it to be as taut as possible. You can see I slightly damaged my control panel, but not to worry, I can cover that over with some foliage when I do all the grassing and stuff around here. But it's gone on. I do recommend using super glue gel for this because it's really, really fast to dry, and it's good because it oozes between the mesh, so it does give a good stickingness to it. So let's just take you around to there. So all the way down there is done too. Let's give you a look. And as I say, I damaged my control panel for a particular reason by accident, but I had a feeling it might happen. I've trimmed off the very edge of this so that it can come forward, and I mean only a fraction. It's brought it forward to give more room around the back area here, because it literally was only the width of that footpath bit, and I thought that was a bit too narrow. So trimming off the front of that control panel, just bringing it forward to give me a little bit extra room on both ends, and that's why I ended up damaging it. But I can cover that with foliage, so that pathway will continue all the way to that gate. But it won't be that. I decided I'm not going to use that footpath style. I'm going to use a gravel path along there. I'm trying to keep it straight, and then this will be a bit of a car park or something like that, storage area, probably a car park. Put some parking spaces along here for cars, and a bit of foliage up against the fencing and stuff. So yeah, looking good. I'm really pleased with it. It has added a very good view of the TMD. I'm looking forward to getting it finished, getting the foliage and stuff on. That will be probably in next week's video, where we look at adding some scenic items to this. Now it's an industrial area. You see all the work, all the bits and bobs. This is an industrial area, but you still have some scenery in it. Right, I'm going to put the camera back up. So apologies while I waggle you around. I'll get the legs on the tripod back up. Oh, there we go. There we go. So we're back. So a quick look at the chat. Let's see what people are saying amongst each other. Great stuff from my moderators posting links to some channels. David Atkins, good evening for British Columbia. Matthew Whitmore, Craig Trains, Hobbies and Tramp Trains. Thank you for joining us this evening. Who else have we got that I've missed? Howard Promfit, good evening to you also. Yeah, that mesh is a pain. It wasn't as difficult as I thought. I think it was a lot easier for the fact that I was using, I used this Loctite super glue gel. If you'd just used any other standard super glues, it would not have done very well. But because I've used that, and it's fast drying and it sets like concrete, that's severely helped to apply the meshing, because I can do a couple of posts, hold the meshing on, just wait a couple of minutes, and it sets, and then I can move on, do a few more posts, etc., etc., and that's how I've done it. Who else have we got? Hello all, I'm busy painting 20 figures for my railway, says Dimmo. Looking at what people are saying to each other. Told you brown tape works and masking tape is too sticky. Indeed you did, Timber. You were quite right. Even all says, Howard, busy doing the washing up. You need the patience of a saint to do that. Yeah, I did that to do a lot of concentration, CSX. Let's go. Thank you very much. Close-ups are great, Ewan. Good evening, Brayworth Park. Good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Bangor Junction Carl. Good evening to you. Hope you are well. David Atkins saying looks fantastic. Thank you very much, David. Looks fantastic now. It's still not finished. Leslie Gilpin, that mesh is super fine. I'd have expected it suitable for N gauge. I think even N gauge, you'd have to be even finer. But yeah, the close-up photographs I've already been taking, very effective indeed. Who else? People are saying, thank you very much, Fly Mo, Evening Bang, fair dues. That's a lot of patience work done. Everyone's saying hi to one another. So that's, I'm trying to catch, wow, there's loads of you chatting away. I'm trying to, good grief. I thought I'd done a lot. What's next? A model of the East German border in 70s. Yeah, so the 2 packs, they're obviously a metre a pack. And the meshing, I've only used, although I've almost used, that's what's left of pack 2's fencing. So I've almost used all of the posts, but not the uprights. I may put a few more uprights in a few places just to use them up. Still got a couple of gates and stuff there that I can use for some other areas if I need to. But yeah, I'd say it's probably about 6 foot worth of fencing. I've done maybe a little bit more. Finniston Central, Model Railway, Brian, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. That looks really fiddly, but end result looks good. Yeah, that's the bonus. It was fiddly, but the end result is fun. It's brilliant. It's lunchtime, so I'll be listening while I eat. Thank you very much, David. Hope I don't put you off your food. Earthquake. Good luck to all who've entered the comp. Yes, indeed. Clive Cabal. Jason, I may have to take my layout out for the loft and build a new one, and using my model of Stania Harbour on the top of the new layout with a line going down to 2 main. Ooh, Clive, interesting. I hope you'll keep us updated on that. Yes, super glue is great for when you cut yourself with a craft knife, because that's what super glue is invented for, sealing cuts up in the war. I've got 3 new Class 86 models in Freightliner livery. Wow, Matthew. Sounds great, Donegal. Hi, Donegal. Hi, Simon. Hi, Newland Railway. Good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Threading the top wires, though, is challenging to say the least. That's why I'm leaving that bit to the last. I'm not looking forward to that bit. I'll probably do that off camera. Hopefully, if I've got the nerve to get on with it, I'll have it done for next week. But we'll have to wait and see. I used grease-proof paper and glued the post to the mesh. Jason then fitted the fence to the layout. Yeah, another interesting way of doing it. And people are still saying, oh, Aaron's in. Oh, well, and onwards, don't you get told off from your boss, my lad. Others saying hello to each other again. So, tonight is different. Shout-outs. There won't be the normal 3 shout-outs. This is basically, it's a shout-out to all of you, just for joining me each week on this stream. So my moderators are busy posting links to your channels. If there's a channel of interest to you, please do check it out. And unfortunately, there's no Modeller's Moment this week because nobody sent anything for Modeller's Moment. So if you want to be on Modeller's Moment, please do send in some photographs and maybe some short vid clips of your layout. You don't have to have a YouTube channel unless it's for anybody that's got a model railway to be featured on the show each week. But now it's 2 weeks running. We've had no further input, no further requests for Modeller's Moment. Could be you next week if you get in touch. BarnabasJunction@gmail.com. Time for a quick drink, I think. Wherever I put it. There it is. Right, so we've got draw for N gauge, or N scale, draw for 00 gauge, or HO scale, and something to do with O gauge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera. So I've got everything here already set up. Get rid of them. So let's have a rundown of who is who. I've got a tub here for putting them in. Let's get a draw sorted. Wish I knew I could have sent pics. New Durham said. Yeah, there you go. You missed out. Right. So we'll go through those that are channel members. If you're a level 4 channel member, you get automatic entry as part of the perk into any competitions that we do on this show for your dedicated gauge that you model in. If you model in 2 different gauges, then you have to state which one to me. But there are N scale and gauge email member entries, and there's OOHO entries as well. So we'll go through them all. So of channel members, under N scale or gauge, automatic entry by Jeff Hammond of Flint Hills Model Railway. So that's thank you very much for being a channel member on level 4. Your entry is going in. Now, if anyone is selected to be a winner, you have until midnight next Monday, which is obviously the day before the next show, to claim your entry. And you claim your entry purely by emailing me to claim it. Okay, so that is the channel member automatic entry. Let's have a look at the email entries. Okay, so we're on to email entries now. Right, so email entries. Jason Wilson, the train freak. Let me turn that light off. It's reflecting on there, isn't it? So Jason Wilson, the train freak, automatic entry, email entry. He's entered for N gauge scale, and he's entering on behalf of his son, who's doing a N scale layout. Ben Addy, you entered by email, no layout known for that member, so that email entry, but you're in the hat for the N gauge prizes. Ewan Chalmers, Blackwood N gauge, you emailed in, your entry is secured. You are going in the pot. You're in. And the last one, under N scale, Craig Kidson. Craig Kidson, unknown layout name, but he did enter, and it was successful. Now, before I read out this, I want to tell you about how these entered successfully. So I wanted to know who were the modelers' moments that were featured in episodes 1 to 6 of this series. It was obviously before Christmas, on the run up to Christmas. And so that's 6 episodes, and I wanted to know what the modelers' moments were. And I did say there was a red herring. Well, you pretty much all got the red herring, although they did answer it with a name, which kind of did, but didn't, but I still accepted it. But yeah, everyone that's entered got the episodes 1 to 5, because episode 6 was the red herring. Episodes 1 to 5 were answered correctly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly tell you what the answers were. So let's have a look. Okay, so, right. So the entries were, the correct answers were, episode 1 was New Durham Junction. Episode 2 was Brickerton Model Railway. Episode 3 was Clive Cobold, which I think I said it was Wickham Junction, but I think I slightly got that wrong, but it's still accepted, however. Episode 4 was Aaron of Upwell and Onwards. Episode 5 was Mr. X with Burton Central. And I say episode 6 was the red herring. But we did briefly mention Debbie of who sent in, wherever I've put it, where is this? Debbie does the kits. Debbie McMillan. But it wasn't essential that there because there was actually no modeller's moment on episode 6. So they are the correct answers. Let's get back to the draw. So all ends are in here. All ends, just double check we haven't got any none in. Yep, that's it. So that's all the ends. So not many of you entered. How many is that? 5 in at the end. Let's lock those in at the top. They're in there. Let's have a look at the prizes. So under N, you get 3 Outland Models N gauge N scale kits to build. I think that one's a hospital. That one's an office block. And I think that one's shops. You also get ratio trunking, line side trunking, a caravan, and finally Pico, I did say it's a NB-9 bungalow kit to build, as well as throwing in, because I've got a load of these, I'm just going to throw you in one of these BRM little kit tubs, which you get free with magazines, but I've got, for some reason I've ended up with a load of them, so that one of those as well. So let's get all those prizes. They are all in the box, ready to be sent to the winner. There they are. So who is going to win? They are a box of goodies, all ready to go. Let's find out. Let's have a look at the chat first. Who? Ray Bowball, good evening to you. Afternoon, folks, he says. Yes, it's afternoon. Valley Brook, Stuart is in. Good afternoon to you. Evening, should I say. So, yeah, no wheel of misfortune for this. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. Right. Are we ready? Valley Brook's in the house, yes. Great prizes. Right, here we go. David Cook, I never enter because I never win. Well, you never will win if you never enter. Right, I think. Drum roll, here we go. Confetti cannons, no. Who is going to be the winner? Just make sure they're all together. Hang on. Right, so all in this corner. The winner is that one. The winner is Jeff Hammond of Blackwood N-Gauge. You are the winner of the N-Gauge prizes. Congratulations. You need to get in touch with me by email or private message you can to claim your prize. You have until midnight Monday to claim your prizes. Congratulations. They will be on your way to you as soon as you have claimed them. Right, I'll put his ticket in there. Commiserations, but congratulations for taking part. That is the N-Gauge draw over and done with. I think Jeff is in the chat, I believe. Congratulations, Jeff. There he goes. Wow, thank you very much, he says. Well done, Jeff. Congratulations on winning the N-Gauge prizes. Right. So, again, we're going on to the 00 gauge. Now, I was hoping to add another one to this, but unfortunately I haven't been able to. So, again, another packet. We've got van. We've got some turntable sidings from Jumbo Lane Printing, cobblestone surrounds. Well, you can use them for anything, really. We've got some scale model scenery pub signs. LX250-00. Scale model scenery signage, pub signs. Throwing in Metcalf small cottage card kit And the big prize is the Ratio Overhead Traversing Crane by Pico. Range by Pico, 00HO gauge kit, trackside series. It is number 546. And it is brand new, still in its packaging. Let's have a look who entered for these prizes. So again, we'll look at the channel members. Those that are level 4 channel members, as always, you get automatic entry into this draw. There's quite a few of you actually. So first channel member automatic entry is Owen Greenslade Yates of Owen's Model Railway. You get an automatic entry. All right, Clive, my layout is called West Coast Around the Tank. I like that. That's a good name, that. Jeff Hammond. Wow, I never win. So pleased to be a channel member to support all of this. You're very welcome. Thank you very much. Right. That one's in. Next one. I think I got that right. He was sent in under the name of Effing. He entered by channel member, and I think it's right, and his name is Kevin Carter. That one's going in, folding that up. There it goes. Next one, Niagara Junction. That is John A. Dawson. Now, any of these channel members who wish to forfeit their prizes, if they may not want to claim them, they are welcome to, and I will redraw them again. Next one is the good old Canadian Sparky 107 David Hornstein. Again, thank you. These are all channel 4 level 4 members that are in this draw. Not sure what his layout name is, but he's under the name of Dave Smith. He's a level 4 supporter. So congratulations, Dave Smith, for your automatic entry. Next one, he's in the chat tonight. Craig Mason, New Durham Junction. You get automatic entry into the draw. Now I see somebody in the chat saying, please remove my automatic entry from the draw. And that is Stuart Bowie, Valleybrook 2 Model Railway. He has in the chat at this moment requested removal of his automatic entry from the draw. So we won't place that in. That's very, very courteous of you, Stuart, to forfeit your entry. So please give Stuart a round of applause for forfeiting his entry. Now we're on to the emailed entries. Okay. And I only had 2. One, Brian Finn of Finnerton Central. He is in the chat tonight. There's nothing to put it on, Stuart. So, Brian, you're in the hat. Fold that up. There we go. And the other one was the great Richard of Darlingborough Model Railway. So congratulations to you, Richard, for getting your entry in and getting the answers correct as well. Are you sure, Stuart? You may have something to put it on one day if you win. If you never know. So one final, Stuart, do you definitely want to withdraw your entry from it? Please say yes or no in capital letters in the chat. Do you want to withdraw it? Yes or no? It's your final chance. Stuart, do you wish to withdraw it? Yes or no? Yes. If I did win, I'd only donate it to charity. Well, you could do that. Yes, you wish to withdraw it. Okie dokie. Consider it withdrawn. Right. So let's lock them in. They're locked in. Yeah, there we go. Here we go then. See them all in there. Good luck to everybody. Good. Hello to Rockingham Model Railway. Thanks for joining us. New name to the show this week. Thank you for joining us for this. I say next week we'll be getting on with further modelling, further kit building. We'll hopefully look at starting doing some scenics on this area that we've been working on over the past couple of weeks. Round 2, yes. I'll ask again, is there any O-gauge modelers in the chat tonight? Please put your hands up in the chat if you are an O-gauge modeler. Right, I think that's enough. Well and truly shook up. Right, here we go. Let's get them all down to the bottom in the corner. Who will be the winner? There we go. The winner of the O-gauge prizes is Brian Finn of Finnerton Central. Congratulations, Brian. You are the winner of all the O-gauge prizes. You have been selected. You have until you can contact me directly to claim, or you can email to claim. Brian Finn of Finnerton Central, you are the winner of the O-gauge prizes. They'll be getting sent over to you as soon as you've claimed them. Congratulations, Brian. I'll place them on there. So that is the draw of everybody O and N, which, as I said, we've still got an O-gauge prize. Yeah, well, you missed out, Stu. So, we still have the O-gauge prize. Expensive one it is. Fix. Let me just double check. Bloody hell, he's saying. Nice one, Brian. Congratulations, Brian. I knew Brian was going to win. Congratulations, Brian. Can't wait for the 5-inch gauge prize. Did it fit through the loft? No, there is no 5-inch gauge prize. I'd need a bloody new mortgage to get a prize for that. So we still got an O-gauge prize. Let's see some hands in the chat. Let's see some emoji hands in the chat if you're an O-gauge modeler and you would like to win this right now. Where it is currently 43 minutes past 8. Okay, so I'm going to give till 9 o'clock for people O-gauges. Crossways, you're not an O-gauge modeler. I know you're not. To win this, because Valley, you're not. Stop it. Stop it. Need a drink. Where have I put my can? Matthew Whitmore, you did attempt to enter, but I did send you an email back saying you actually need to guess the entries for the modeller's moments, not just say you want to be entered. So I'm afraid, Matthew Whitmore, you did enter, but it was unsuccessful. So, Paul Botterill, you're saying you are. So we have, what is the O-gauge prize? It is It's a WWS, Water World Scenics. Apologies, the box is slightly damaged. It's an O-gauge fence. So, like we've got this stuff. This is O-gauge side stuff. Still in its packaging. Still in its packaging. There are all the fence panels, and these are all the posts and whatever. I don't know what that exactly all that lot is, but all the fence posts and everything in there. So that is still up for grabs. They are. I'm getting it. No, you. Yeah, I know you are, Stuart, but you need a layout. I'll place that there. Right. For those that are O-gauge modelers, I'll be doing something for you around 9 o'clock. If there is any O-gauge modelers. Okay, so stay posted. I'm just going to look for something. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I was just looking for something. And you're going to watch a film and crack a tin open. Cheers, Craig. Thanks for joining us. Right. I need to put that with that as well. So that is the draw all over and done with already. I can't believe we're not even an hour in. So I would like to just chat Model Railway. So I'm going to just bear with me. No, I don't want to share screen. Right. Come on. Right. Been a while since I've been able to stop by. Work and life gets in the way. Yeah. Thanks for dropping in, Clive. Right. If you want to join us in the chat, I'm going to move the camera actually. So in case anyone does join. If you want to come and join us, just say hello. Feel free to do so. I've posted a link for you to come and join tonight's stream. Come and chat Model Railways. Show us your Model Railways if you wish. Let's have a look at your layouts in operation. Are you working on your layouts? Are you a shed modeler? Are you a loft modeler? Are you a bedroom modeler? Let me know. Come and join me on the stream. I will await for somebody to possibly join. In the meantime, I'll discuss a few bits and bobs. If you missed the Off the Rails Series 2 radio show podcast, Radcast, as Stuart likes to call it, you can watch back, listen back, should I say, to the show. And I've got two have jumped in already. I'll get you on in a moment. Oh, yeah, Rockingham, you're a living room modeler. Oh, nice and warm for you. And Timber, you're a 3D modeler. David Atkins, I'm a basement. There's loads of different types of modelers, isn't there? So yes, if you want to catch up on the Off the Rails Series 2, Episode 1, that took place last Saturday, 4 p.m. on Sonic Radio, you can do so. There are links on all the MRYCG social media. Also on the website, you can find it there, and there should be it should also be on your podcatcher services like Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music. That's on Amazon Podcasts. All that lot. All information is available to be found on the MRYCG.com website under Off the Rails. Right then, so we have got two in the basement. So I'm just going to do this. Let's bring them both in. Here's someone we've not heard from a while.
Hello.
Hey, Dave, how are you?
All right.
Welcome to Beatenhoff Junction, it is.
Yeah, Mark 3.
Mark 3, or is it 4, 5, 6? I don't know, we lost count these days.
God knows. Yeah. What, the first one? Yeah, probably on about Mark 5.
So, how's things going with the Mark 5 then?
All right. Currently in the process of relaying cork down. So I've got a bit of an issue of I can't flip the camera around on my iPad here. So I've got the back where the PVA glue is.
Yeah.
It's fully level. Now, obviously,
Right, slightly, right, yeah.
Either side are a couple of mil out. So I know everyone says about not using cork or using cork, whatever. Everyone has their opinion on it, but yeah, I'm having to relay a layer of cork to put the track, so it's all level.
Right, got you. You can also use what I've used. It's laminate flooring foam underlay. That's really good. The one I've got is 6 mil thick, and it cost me £12 for my entire layout.
All right, okay.
And it's
one thing to use.
It's really, really good for soundproofing. I'll just spin the camera on. You can see it there. That's 6mm laminate flooring underlay, and it's absolutely brilliant. And obviously, with that sort of stuff, you don't even need to ballast if you don't want to, because it looks like ballast colours.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Woodland Scenic foam.
Yeah. I think that was $12.99. That was delivered for a big roll. It come in a big roll. Obviously, unroll it, and that full roll has done this entire layout, and it's also done the back wall, as you can see there. It's also on the back wall, soundproofing. So it's done. You get a lot for your money, and it's worth it. £12 to do your entire layout. It's well worth it.
Yeah, I paid about 30 quid. Oh no, I can't turn it around. But I paid 30 quid for that.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, it's quite
I was tempted to use cork, even on top of this foam, to get this shoulder. But then when I started looking at the prices of how much would be needed, I was like, I'm not going to bother with that.
Yeah, this is my second roll. Obviously, the last one, I corked to the right-hand side of me a layer last Tuesday. Come up Wednesday thinking, it'll be near enough dry. I had to literally rip it all up because it hadn't dried whatsoever. The glue was still tacky and it had lifted in places. So yeah, I had to rip it up, and then what I had left of the first roll is now down, and it's for the best part stuck. So obviously with the temperatures
Rockingham Model Railway saying Gorilla wood glue is useful for sticking down cork.
Do you still have to wet it though? Because I know Gorilla Glue, if you're sticking things, you kind of have to wet one part of the surface, don't you, for it to abide with itself.
Don't know. Brian is saying if you need any laminate flooring underlay, give him a shout. Where did I get it from? It was from Fleabay, David Cook. It was off Fleabay. I have put the links in some of my earlier videos really early when I first started the layout. But I can find a up-to-date link for them. It may have gone up in price a little bit, I don't know, but it was $12.99. I think it was a 7-meter roll. It was a meter wide, the roll was, and it was 7 meters long. So you get a lot.
7 meters. Yes, you get quite a lot.
A considerable amount. Right, we've got 2 others in the basement. Let's bring them both in, shall we? So we got.
Oh, yes. HS2 Stew.
HS2 Stew, and we've got Jeff Hammond, the winner of the Engage prizes.
Good evening, all.
Good evening, all.
Jason.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, the last time the Ginger Ninja was doing any updates is when we were there a week before lockdown.
Yeah, that's right. Crikey.
A week before lockdown? Eh?
Yeah, it was a week before lockdown because we went up to yours. We did a little EWS versus Freightliner, and then about a week later or 2 weeks later, it was lockdown.
Oh yeah, you still haven't released that video yet. I want to see that.
No, to be honest, my hard drive died and I've lost everything.
So. Yeah, he did have a hard drive failure.
Yeah, that's when Jason was messing with his tape measure.
I'll take that as an EWS win then, shall I?
No, you still got the MRYCG weathered van there. You should have.
On the spot. I'll have a look. It should be in my box.
It was the night Jason was messing with his tape measure.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, that's had to go in the bin.
I'm not surprised.
So I am in Valley as you know. There's nothing going on.
Oh, wow.
Right, you've not seen that for a while, Stuart.
I know, yeah. But obviously, as you know, I've been having a clear out. I've selling some bits. So I need a clear out because, as you can see, this is the floor. But hopefully, I'm going to start doing something soon.
How many? There it is. There's the van.
Hey, that's the one that was weathered live on the MRYCG YouTube. Yeah, actually said on the back. But yes, also, Jason, you posted something that we do. Hattons are selling one of these second hand.
Yeah, now that's something I was going to come to. You actually beat me to it. I was going to mention that in a little bit after saying hi to everybody. Well, I'll come back to that in a minute, Stu. Let's leave it.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that in a moment. So let's welcome, obviously, Jeff Hammond.
Hi, everyone. Thank you very much.
Congratulations on your winning.
Yeah, much appreciate that. I was never win anything, so it was a really big surprise. Thank you.
You see, you've never won anything.
No.
Well,
I was sitting there. I'm repairing a train, and I'm sitting here, and all of a sudden, I heard you shout my name, and I was like, "Oh my word!" So I had to quickly run back round to the laptop.
The only reason why Jeff has won something is because Jason's got entered himself.
I was going to say that it's normally Jason that wins all the prizes.
Yeah, it is.
I've got to post it back, have I?
Yeah, post
it back. Absolutely ages. It's not true. I've not won anything. Well, no, tell a lie. I've won something from Charlie McGowan a few weeks ago, which I still haven't worked out what I'm supposed to do with it. But I'm sure Charlie, I keep pestering Charlie to get in touch with me to discuss it, but we keep crossing paths with him being over in Canada. But yeah, and obviously I won.
It was really nice to catch up with you guys at the Wally show when you invited us up there. That was a really good day out.
Oh, the Wally Open Day, MRYCG Wally Open Day, yeah.
Yeah, really, really good. Thank you.
Very much for joining us. Talk on something at the moment. So stay posted with MRYCG in regards to this year. We've got someone else in the basement. Shall we bring up our next... another member in. Here we go. If it'll allow me to add him. Here he goes. Here we go.
Brian!
Oh, we've lost him. Hello, Mr. Finnerton.
Thank you very much, Jason.
Have you picked your jaw up yet?
Have I done what yet?
Have you picked your jaw up yet? Because I remember when you were on my Facebook show, you won something, you just went,
Yeah. I did say something, but it's not repeatable. The wife shouted fixed.
So we've got the two winners. We've got the O gauge, the double O gauge winner. We've got the N gauge winner. Hope you'll be happy with your prizes that you've won.
Yeah, well done, Jeff.
But, thank you very much for taking part, and obviously everything you do with winners.
Oh no! God. Where's the wig?
You'll need them. Don't lose them again.
Where's the wig?
Where's the wig? Where's the wig?
There's the wig.
See, now that you've given Facebook Friday up, you're going to have to send that wig and glasses to someone else that's going to take over it.
I know, yeah. I'm going to hand them down.
Does this mean then that my cup's actually worth some money now you're giving it up, Stuart?
Yeah, I think I've got a few left.
Mine's got a dirty great crack down it.
Pardon?
I only ever put hot water in it once and it went crack.
Mine's faded in the dishwasher, mine has.
Timber says, talking of the elephant in the room, who's going to the Wally Open Day? Yeah, Wally have got, it's February. Yeah. Is it in 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's the weekend.
Does anybody know what the entry fee is?
It's the weekend before Scotland, isn't it?
Right.
What's that? February the 20th, is it?
I didn't even know about it.
Yeah, we found this out when we did the Radcast. It was under new entry, and while we were on the Radcast, we messaged Andy, and he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, it was the first time we've heard of it, and we're members. We never got the email."
Craig Hobbies and Trains just says, does anyone know when the next decent model show is on? I'm in the Midlands. Well, if you're in the Midlands, if you're near Severn Valley Railway, they've got Model Railway exhibition taking place 7th and 8th of May.
Yes.
Yeah, May. The
Yeah, I will
details
be
on that.
attending the morning.
I only just recently got the details on that, and I think it's included in your entry to go on the railway. I'm not sure, but the actual entry price to the exhibition itself, I'm unsure of. But I will know in due course.
Yeah, I'm not. It towards the open day. I'm not going to the open day because I'll be working. I don't know if anyone else is.
I'll be working.
Matt slides in. Good evening, Matt. Jubilee Road.
He's
I'm
in
a
that.
bit late to the party. Haha. Langton Road. Good evening to you. Stafford show in April. No, Statfold show.
Oh,
Statfold show in April. Nottingham is a good show in the 25th, 26th of February. Anyone going Donny?
Donny. No.
That. Obviously, Model Rail Scotland, Simon says he's going.
Stop it, Stu.
Kevin Newbury, good evening to you. Evening, guys, you say. Thanks for joining us. So, let's briefly then. I was going to mention this. On Fleabay, being sold. Now, I'm not picking on them. I'm just going to mention them so people can go and look. Rails of Sheffield. They're currently having a big sale on. And I was having a nosy through the stuff, see if there's anything worthwhile under their sale. Didn't come across anything in the end. But I did randomly come across the Dapol plus 68. It was second-hand. It was DCC ready, and this is showing how inflated second-hand prices have become. £225 they wanted for it.
Sell it, Stuart.
£125 Rails at Sheffield wanted for a second-hand Dapol TPE 68. £225, and it was DCC ready, not fitted, no sound, nothing, and that was second hand.
You can get them from Dapol for 100. Was it 135?
I think
brand new, for about 130.
Yeah, brand new.
Like
was it?
I thought
was it first gen?
Say again.
Was it first gen? Because under the name of Brutus, is it? Wasn't that the first one?
Yeah, was it Brutus? Yeah, it was Brutus.
Yeah, I think it was Brutus. Yeah.
As well.
I think the price was Brutus.
What's that on? That is Rapid.
That's Rapid.
I've got to be a Rapid and Brutus with the first lot, and then Destroyer and Achilles with the second lot.
Yeah,
I've got Destroyer.
Yeah, so you've got the second one.
Destroyer's the other one. The second batch, but there is a third batch, I think, now as well.
Yeah.
I could not believe it when I saw a price for a second-hand model, DCC ready, over, I would say probably double the price it should have been.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's got to be.
What does everybody else think in the chat? Anyone listening? If you want to, what are your thoughts on that for a price for a second-hand model?
Yeah,
that is still available, brand new, at £130, £540.
I think it's £135.99 if you order it.
With depending on where you
get like robbery by the sound of it.
Yeah, go on.
I've still got your Chiblee here.
Well, the crane.
By the way, I saw them a breakdown crane a while ago. You go, where's the Chiblee? Said it's here.
Oh, right. That's Fleabay. People lose sight of reality. Yeah, I don't. Exactly. Yeah, don't think you. What's that? Don't think you see the Dapol 68 Destroyer for $583.52 from Japan on eBay.
Wow.
So someone's selling one in Japan on eBay for $583.52.
Well, it's like
that's dollars, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's like thinking, we're talking of overinflation. Look at the NHS 66s. People were selling them for stupid prices.
Yeah.
They were selling them for stupid prices when they were first released.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was one person that was off like asking like nearly £250 for it.
That's some Blue Tree. Timo of Blue Tree Models just popped up. Thank you for joining us. And he's just put pretty much the nail on the head. Prices are mad, but people pay it.
Yeah, they do.
Yep. They do indeed. If that's something you want.
Yeah.
That's
Which
how
goes-
prices
which-
are being driven up because people will pay it.
Yes.
Which goes in line with the Hornby Class 800s at the minute, with the GW and the TP ones. We said a couple of weeks ago about £500 odd. Someone will be daft enough to pay that.
They've got to do it.
More money than sense.
Simon's just sent me a screenshot of that Dapple being sold in Japan, £583.52. Ridiculous. And that includes nearly £36 worth of postage on top of that as well.
Ridiculous. Does that mean I could sell my Facebook Friday mugs for £300?
450. Don't sell yourself short, Stuart.
I'll sell mine for 200.
Do you not have to pay us to take them?
Suitcase full of money in it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's silly how the prices shot up and everything like that. But especially like when things, I mean, how many Brutuses is out there? You know what I mean? You can get them pretty cheap somewhere else. You know what I mean? It's one of them, isn't it? People want to pay
direct with Apple.
I saw someone selling actual Brutus on one of the Facebook selling groups for the Model Railways, and they were selling that at the price that they basically paid for it, and that was going. He obviously thought that was the going rate, but £225 from Rails of Sheffield. I can't. Is it a clerical error? Should it have been £125? I don't know.
It's got to be a clerical error.
See, but even then, though, if it's £136 brand new DCC ready, and if it's supposedly £125, that's you're only really saving a tenner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You might as well just pay the extra £10 just to have it brand new.
That's an interesting question.
Guarantee as well.
Yeah,
is this happening in all the hobbies too, or is it just primarily? Obviously, you've got Airfix. Is it happening with them? Scale Electrics, obviously they're both still Hornby. Scale Electrics, is it happening with them? Any general hobbies that involving models?
I know I'm part of the touring car models scene, and yeah, touring car models, they do go up a bit. You know what I mean? You can get the relatively touring car model for about £20-30. Some are going up for £40-50. But it depends on the model. It's like I've been looking forever for Jason's Volvo in the race livery, Volvo 850. Yeah. As soon as they come up in the modelling world, they're like that, bam, £100 gone straight away. They're going. Ridiculous. Yeah.
Hobbies and Trains has just said he's seen a price increase in the price of radio-controlled cars. So, yeah, it's happening all over. It's not just petrol, it's not just food, it's everything.
Yeah. You say with like the likes of Airfix and that, what first me got into modelling was doing like Airfix models when I was a younger kid with my uncle and my granddad and whatnot.
Yeah,
and then I say the last 12 years, I've moved over to Tamiya, which I would say are the far superior model kits. I know they're more price worthy, but their build quality is absolutely superb and faultless. And I haven't touched an Airfix kit in 15-20 years, and I still won't now. Just for the simple fact of, I think the last one I bought was a Red Arrow kit, and it was a shambles. Yeah. It didn't fit. There was all rubbish mold lines, and it was just like, you know what I mean? Even if it was like £10, you're still paying top quality money for a kit that should technically have no issues. And it's the same with Revel. Revel, I don't even buy them at all. Right. If I go for any model kits now, it's Tamiya. If Tamiya don't do it, I'm looking at getting a Meng. Is it a Meng and a Dragon? But I wouldn't go towards Airfix or Revel. Never again.
I tend to sort of technically disagree there. Airfix, completely agree with you. Oh, absolutely horrendous.
But not the Revel.
Tamiya have always Sammy have always been a superior kit compared to Airfix. But Ravel, I have a Mark I Golf that I've still yet to assemble, and the detail in that is immense, absolutely immense. Even right down to the dashboard. It's a 1/24th kit, and the dashboard. Any of you are probably young enough to remember what a Mark I Golf looks like. You can recognise everything on the dashboard on it. Absolutely everything. Yeah, it's it is a very, very good kit. But if you go down to something like what's the scale Airfix normally earns? 130, 136, something like that.
You've got 172, 132, or 148.
Yeah, the 142s. Once you get down to that sort of scale, then they start getting a little bit sketchy. But yeah, the Airfix kits have always been atrocious. They really have. The trouble is most of those kits are very old as well. So the tooling in those kits are extremely old, and they're showing their age. I think Dapol's got a lot of them now, haven't they?
Yeah, I know they bought a lot from the Hornby range back in the day, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
David Atkins just put in the chat. It says he pre-ordered the LNER Azuma. Now he's in British Columbia, right over the far side of the pond. And he said it was going to cost him $512 just for that. Plus, on top of that, 12% tax. Because when you go into
it's important,
they charge tax on the product. This week, they have now told him it's going to be over £700, $700 plus 12% tax. He's not going to bother now.
What's that equate to in pounds, though?
It's not that much difference. It's about, I'd say that's close to about £400, maybe $450.
Yeah, but then when you think of the APT, the APT is probably about that much for the 5-car kit.
Yeah, and Simon's just actually saying that he's seen a lot of people actually saying they are really not happy with their APT.
I'm happy with mine.
I've got a few videos to watch actually.
I was looking forward to the TP 800, but I'm not paying about £505 for what it is.
One of the things I do like, I mean, not with the new one itself, but hasn't West Hill Wagon Works come up with an idea of actually being able to connect the new coaches to the old ones?
Not. Actually, saying that, I think I did see something, Brian.
I think I saw something on that. Yeah, I think they've devised a way of being able to connect the new ones to the old ones. If that's the case, then most of us will only have to connect, just have to buy a couple of new coaches.
That's the connections for the current new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've done a conversion kit as well, so that you can connect the old ones to the new ones.
That might be very difficult because it's a completely different bogey.
Is it really? I'm not so sure how they've worked that one round that one then, if that's the case. But
yeah.
I know they were making the magnetic couplings for the older lean generation style couplings, so that you could interlock them with the NEM ones on the older.
Oh, well, if you can do that, then you'd be able to connect the new coaches up to them as well. Then,
yeah,
technically, whether that's actually possible or not, I don't know. But isn't the livery colour slightly different as well compared to the old ones?
It looks different.
Yeah, it looks more cream, doesn't it? In the newer ones?
The cream on the newer ones looks a lot more creamier than the older ones.
Yeah.
We're going down that Oxford rail line with Intercities here with different paints.
It's Intercity blue.
Yeah.
But what blue?
Just thinking it was across from different modelers with different paint codes. It's all different. I don't know why they just don't stick to one universal colour to go through the whole model.
Listen, I can say with being a painter and decorator, when someone asks me to paint their house white, I can go, yeah, I can paint it white, but there's now 72 different variations of white. So which variant do you want?
And they go, huh?
You mean Simon Kohler said that in the documentary. He's like, yeah, it's all shades and colours, but each individual company has their own type or idea on the colour of what it should be and all the rest of it. That's why certain companies have got certain liveries a shade or two wrong.
Right. Well, I've got you all here before we come to end. So this O gauge lot. It's got to go. It's going to go. So, I'm going to grab a pen.
I'm trying to think who does O gauge.
Us double O gauge modelers can use that as depth of perception.
Okay, so I've got a pen and I've got a piece of paper. I'm going to write a number on this piece of paper. Okay. Number wrote. All right, so I'll hide that over there.
What is it? Which one out of us four guesses it gets?
Wrote number, right. So, Stuart.
Yes.
Your ticket's being used to hold the number on it, okay? It's on the back of the...
Right.
Doesn't mean you've won it.
Okay. You know. When Stuart says start, I want people to post in the chat numbers between 1, meaning between 0, I should say, and 100. So when you're ready, Stuart. Leaving everyone hanging.
I'll say start now.
66.
Right. So everybody keep an eye on the chat. None of you. I'm gonna keep an eye on the chat.
I can't see the chat.
Yeah,
I've got it on
when
my
I
phone.
see the number, now I am on live chat, so as soon as I see the number come up, I'll say stop, and I'll also put it in the chat.
Just think of Jason's favourite loco.
Is it going to be 37, 66, or 68?
Or 20.
43.
I'm watching. Nothing showing yet.
No, that's his age.
Oh. What's the APT? 307?
Chat amongst yourselves.
It's more than 100.
Watch the chat.
Dave, how many TPE coach sets did you order?
1.
I know you were going to order 2.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
to be fair, that's what's given me the drive now. I want to get this layout run in. So as soon as I get them coaches, they're going on the layouts.
Cool.
I think we've waited what now? Nearly 2 years. It's coming up to 2 years.
Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Because I know Jeff's
it's been about 2 years since you gave up, wasn't it, Dave?
I have seen someone get very close to
18
the
months, Ryan, 18 months.
I've not got started.
Very close as well.
I'm glad you picked it up again, mate.
Well,
Brian, how's your microwave turntable going?
Someone else very close again.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. I see Jeff's playing with trains. How are you doing, Jeff? What are we running?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I just thought I'd keep everyone happy.
Let's bring Jeff up on full screen, shall we?
Yeah, he's got a £500 800 there, hasn't he?
Yeah, exactly. You mentioned it, so I thought I'd put it on.
You didn't pay £500 for that.
What's your track figuration for Jeff? If you don't mind me asking, I can't quite make out. Does
That looks better.
Sorry, I missed the
I've got
question there.
sausage
Sorry.
fingers. There's no way I could model in Engage.
What's
But
your
that looks amazing.
What's your track?
Still
What's your
haven't
track
seen
plan?
it.
Or
It is Engage.
Is it a loop or is it end to end?
It's a mainline station which is in the middle, and the trains go out. They go around a couple of loops, and there's a reverse loop, and it comes back on itself.
That's
Amazing.
well designed. I love the design of that layout.
So
Is that
you're-
controlled by a laptop?
It's all fully automated by iTrain. All the signals, all the lights, everything.
Man,
No way.
you're putting me to shame here. I've got nothing.
Still haven't seen no winning number.
where I think is it a class that network rail train? So the other side of them bushes is it lower down or is it like fiddly yard underneath there?
There's a slight fiddle yard where up by the laptop, which you can't quite see. So they stop there for a few seconds and then they can go. But there's meant to be a screen here. So from that side, you can't see this, but I take it away so I can work on it.
Oh, right.
Is that an exhibition layout then?
No, I've this. This all sounds awful. I built this as a test layout for a bigger layout that I want to build, and I've just got more and more into it. I'm more into the electronics than the scenery, but I've started getting into the scenery now.
I'd say we all have our strengths with this modelling malarkey.
I'm going to ask you a stupid question now because I know how long mine's taken. How long's that taken you?
On and off about the last 3 years.
Oh, get away.
Wow. Stu's
How
not
long
even got his off the ground yet. Oh, God.
I like the Virgin. HST. I've had the train. Stop it, Brian. Stop it, Dave.
You said it. Oh,
It was the pause between Virgin.
The most thing
So
I'm
many
proud of is
people
actually
think
the
close
signal
to the number.
gantry.
Yeah, that's a
the
good
bit I'm most
signal
proud of.
Yeah.
That was a kit bashed, and I made all the LEDs signals myself.
See, I couldn't do Engage. I've got sausage fingers. I'll knock everything over.
Mm.
I struggle with them.
Same here.
Okay, let's
Jeff,
narrow
have you
down
got
these
your golfs in
numbers.
trees there?
Let me narrow down these numbers because people are struggling, I think. Oh, someone was nearly on it then. Right. Between 30 and 70.
Narrowed it down.
33. Try 33. Has anyone tried 33 yet?
I think someone else said
Pretty good. So is this a fixed layout, Jeff, or is it
No,
based on
it's made of 2 boards. Each board is 4 foot by about 2.5 foot. So overall, it's 8 foot long.
Is it based on a real location?
No. I just went to loads of shows and I looked at what was working well. Because every time I went to a show, I kept looking at layouts. There was nothing happening.
Right.
And I like to see movement all the time. And
we have a winner.
There we go.
Hey!
Do you mind, Jason? Are you enjoying it?
Right, I'm just going to take a screenshot of that. Where is it?
You know, even though it's Engage, you can get a lot of detail in Engage.
There it is.
I think it's really, really come on now. The sound as well. Yeah, it is fiddly, but yeah, no, I'm pleased I made the right choice. I've still got all my old 00 triangle stuff. I won't throw that away.
Good man.
So with the decoding and sounding of Engage, I take it's a lot easier. You don't do chips. It's just a motherboard, isn't it?
No, it's still like a 6-pin or an X18 decoder and
Oh,
very, very tiny Cube speakers.
Right, I've sent Stuart a screenshot.
I'm looking.
Right. Okay, so let me come back to the
You'll
chat.
have to message me the number, so I don't know what the number is.
I'm going to show the number.
Oh,
You screenshotted it.
Okay, and then you're going to announce who it is.
Right. Okay.
So on the back of Stuart's ticket, let me bring myself back in. Hang on.
That sounds like their belly rumbling.
Come on, computer. All right, so here we are. So on the back of Stuart's ticket, that was his, yeah. You can just see a number there I wrote on it. That number was 48.
Right.
Ooh.
Stuart, we've lost him. He'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, I see who's got it.
The number was 48. So many people
Maybe he's
got
gone to put his wig back on.
47, 49, 47, 49. Only one person has put 48 that I've seen live in the chat. Who is it? Well, I'll have to wait.
Come on, Stuart. The suspense is killing everyone here.
So when Stuart comes back,
Jeff.
tell everybody.
He wheeled his way into the wall.
There we go.
So it's open to Crossways. You may have saw. Did you? Here we are. He's back.
I'm back. I pressed the wrong button.
Live stream. So from the live stream that I saw, make sure everything. You obviously had to be in live chat mode to see it properly as it came through. The number was 48, Stuart. Who was it?
Craig's Hobbies.
Craig's Hobbies and Trains. You won it.
Yeah, just as I pressed the picture, it took me out. I was like, oh no!
So Craig's Trains, Hobbies and Trains. If you can email me to claim your prize, that's yours. BarnabasJunction@gmail.com, please.
Hashtag DBChenka. Oh, by the way, if you didn't listen to the Radcast, you will find out why Jason doesn't like DBChenka.
Yeah.
Because it looks like a model.
Because the colour doesn't look right. It doesn't look
It
nice.
looks like plastic.
But he does like EWS. Sorry, David.
Please.
I've got two EWS locomotives. I want to repaint.
Hundreds of different numbers he kept posting all at the same time.
Well, saying that, no, that's the DB XW EWS, that one. I got that for you, mate.
Craig says, I'll put it in the distance for my N-gauge. Oh, well. Far away. Oh, well, it's yours if you want it. Please do claim it. Email me. Oh,
I've got nothing to see.
And I'll send, as a little bonus, I'll send you entry as well with the number on it.
Everybody,
Just for Jason.
oh, okay, Jace.
Oh, nice. Which one is it? Which one is it, Jeff?
Needs his glasses on for that one, I think.
It's engaged, guys. I can't read it.
Get a magnifying glass, Jeff.
It's 66004. Rapid.
68004 Rapid. Right.
Yeah.
You'll make Stuart puke in a minute, eh?
I'm turning green.
Well, you make me puke in a minute without constant zooming.
Leslie Gilpin saying, I'm looking forward to Jason repainting stock when DRS finally announced their new livery. There's a cut-off date now for my layout.
The only colours in Valley-Brook are green and red.
Not.
Green and red. With a 90s tracksuit tucked in.
90s tracksuit?
Right. Yeah, 90s tracksuit.
Right.
Get it, Jason? It's a 90s tracksuit.
Actually, I'll tell you the brand name of the 90s tracksuit that looks like that.
on the 800 skates, it's a sexy snake.
for Jason again.
There's quite a bit of DRS there.
Stuart,
Right,
have a look at Elise.
Oh yeah, Elise. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go now because I'm feeling sick because I'm being too long in Valley Brook. I'm feeling nauseous. I'm getting heights. I'm getting dizzy.
Well, I'm going to bring the show to an end for this week. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on the live stream. Dave.
And thanks for the prize, Jeff.
Stuart.
Jason,
and Brian.
thank you very much, mate.
Congratulations, obviously, Jeff and Brian.
Thank you.
Well done, Brian. Well done, Jeff.
Trained hobbies for the prize. I will get these off to you as soon as possible. If you got to send us postal details, I'll get Jeff. I'll get these off to you. Brian, I know where you live. Don't worry. I know where to send you.
He's coming for you.
Dave,
Stop it.
I'm feeling a bit off the rails here. Oh, it's terrible. Yes,
Stop
don't forget next month. This month at the end of the month is the last 25th. Facebook Friday, 26th, the next Radcast Radio.
Off the rails. Yeah, come and join MRYCG. Thank you very much. I will be back again next week with episode 12. Well, we'll crack on with this thing behind me. Find something to do on it.
Confetti cannon.
Time for a cuppa and a slice of cake for me, I think now. So thank you everybody for joining me. I'll let you all drop off the stream one by one, and I'll say my ta-ra's. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me.
Bye. Cheers, everyone. Bye.
Right, so thank you everybody, all those, for joining me this evening. Thank you for everybody that took part by entering in. Also, thank you again for all the channel members. The automatic entry of level 4. Congratulations to Jeff Hammond of Flint Hills Model Railway and Brian of Finnerton Model Railway. Please do check out their channels as always as well. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll be back next week for episode 12. We'll have a go at that. And also, don't forget, check out the Off the Rails episode 1 of series 2. It's available on our podcatcher services, on our website, YouTube, and on Sonnet Listen Again service. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you again very soon. Take care, stay safe, and remember, keep on modelling, everybody. Ta-ra from me. Thank you very much. Ta-ra.